Today we're going over 8 different reasons why your credit score may have dropped. And I'm also going to give you 10 ways to increase your credit score and make sure that those numbers go up instead of down. All right, so we're starting with the obvious here, late payments. If you are late, your credit score is most definitely going to drop. Unfortunately, that's just the way that it is. There are ways to increase your credit score, even if you have a late payment. So make sure, again, that you stay to the end. Now, if you have a minimum payment of $100 on a $3,000 balance and you pay less than $100, it's going to be considered late and your credit score is going to take a hit. Sometimes we don't agree with our statement balances or anything having to do with what they're telling us to pay. But if you withhold your payment, it's going to take a hit on your credit score. So what you want to do instead is pay it and then address whatever it is. All right. Now, pausing there, if you have issues with your credit scores and you want to fix your credit, then make sure to head over to my740.com and I will see if I can personally increase your credit score, remove your negative items, and help you fix your credit. All right. This one may seem kind of weird, but if you paid on the due date, your credit score can take a hit. Now, I'm not telling you to pay after the due date. I'm telling you to pay way before your due date, way before your statement date. You want to make sure that you are getting those payments in as quickly as possible. All right, we're going over here to score rebucketing. Score rebucketing. Now, while that may sound kind of silly, you're basically grouped with other consumers that have very similar credit scores and credit files as you. And when you go into a new score bucket, you are actually going to the bottom of it and have to work your way up. So if you ever notice that even though you have no new late payments, all of your credit cards are paid, there's no visible reason why your credit score should have dropped. It may be something you have absolutely no control over and that you were rebucketed. Now, we don't have time to go into that today, but we will talk about it at another time. So we'll make sure that you hit that subscribe and to be notified so that you know when that video comes out. Now, we're going over to minimum payments. And again, make sure that you stay to the end because I have 10 ways for you to increase your credit score that you can start doing right now. If you are making the minimum payment, not only are you going to be paying a lot more over time, but it's going to take a hit on your credit. So if you can't pay the full amount, make sure you pay more than the minimum payment. Now, this one's pretty obvious. Maxing out your card. That is the fastest way to not only make your utilization go through the roof, but to decrease your credit score. Now, this one should be pretty obvious, but if you max out your credit card, this is going to take a huge hit to your credit score and your utilization. Make sure that you get that utilization down as low as possible. And if you have no other negative items on your credit report, but your credit scores are maxed out, then you can lose 300 points. Closed accounts. Even if you are not using a specific credit card, make sure you do not close it because this is going to change your numbers and your numbers are going to either increase or decrease your credit score. So keep those credit cards open. Now I'm going to give you 10 different ways that you can increase your credit score. And before I tell you about that, I will let you know again that you can schedule a call with me to see if I can fix your credit. You're just going to go here, click on this first link where it says start here, schedule a free call, and I will see if I can help. And make sure that you stay because I'm also going to tell you about the mentorship program where I will help you personally fix your credit. All right. So always pay on time. Always pay your full balance. And if you can't pay the full balance, pay more than the minimum. Pay before the statement date, keep all your credit cards open, keep new credit to a minimum, and if you disagree, like I mentioned, pay and then address it. Remove inquiries that are not associated with accounts, increase your credit score limits, and decrease your utilization. Now, as I was mentioning, I do have a brand new mentorship program where I will literally review your disputes before they go out the door. You will get access to my my credit repair course, which is A through Z, and you can't go wrong with it. So if you want to get in the door, you still have an additional 5 days for charter pricing. And after that, it goes to my regular pricing. All right. So this is definitely for you. If you have negative items, you don't know where to go, don't know where to start. The bureaus are either, stalling you or scaring you, or you just have no idea what you're doing, then use the link that is on the top of your screen down in the description and I will help you get where you need to be. But today we went over 10 different ways that you can increase your credit score and 8 reasons why your credit score may have dropped. All right, so if you have questions about this, post it down in the comments and I will see you next time.